Good evening, everyone. So today is the last class of Heart Sutra. I hope you learn a little bit about Heart Sutra during our Heart Sutra class. So today we recite in English the Heart Sutra. We recite very slowly, and everybody try to understand the meaning. Then when you recite Heart Sutra in your home and your room, so you're going to understand the meaning. So we recite very slowly, and then we pause, then we try to understand the meaning. Okay. Arya Bhagavati Parjana Pramita Hidaya Sutra. So this is very important. You must remember the Arya meaning. Bhagavati has two meaning. One is the Chom, force destroyer. Second meaning is attend all the good qualities. Then Parjana is the wisdom. Pramita is go beyond the samsara. Then Hidaya is the condense of the meaning of the Heart Sutra, then Sutra. I prostrate to the Arya Tirpanjam. So prostration has three types. Prostration by physical body, mind, speech. Again, Arya is the being who totally go beyond the ordinary being, or who go beyond the samsara. The Tirpal, the gem is meaning the rare. The Buddha, Dharma, Sanghas are very rare as a gem. Okay, then next we recite all the way to until the history or background of Heart Sutra is a true, common and uncommon. Thus did I heard at one time the Bhagavan was dwelling on mass of Vulture mountain in Rajgiriya, together with a great community of monks, great community of Bodhisattvas. At that time, Bhagavan was absorbed in the concentration in the categories of phenomena called profound illumination. Also at that time, the Bhagavato Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara looked upon the world practice of profound illumination of wisdom and beheld those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then through the power of Buddha, whenever Shariputra said, Bhasattva, Mahasattva, Avalokiteshvara, how should any child of the lineage train who wish to practice the activity of sense of wisdom? Okay, so here, then thus, what does mean thus? Thus mean the content, the subject matter of the Heart Sutra. Thus. And also mainly thus is a emptiness. In the Parjaparamita, visibly explained mostly emptiness, directly emptiness, indirectly all the paths. We Tibetan call Ngoden Tongye Yirimba, mean directly explain the emptiness. Vedun Ngodo, hiddenly or indirectly explain the paths. Then I here refer to the Ananda. Then there's three different ways you can think. I heard one time And one time I heard this, another time I heard another things. Then I heard only one time. Then again the Bhagavan. Then next important one, the Vulture Mountains in Rajgir. So he explained two different places. The Vulture Mountain is symbolic of the Nirvana or Buddhahood. Rajgira is the symbolic of samsara, symbolic of the suffering. You can just think, today you are in Singapore, so busy, so many complex. Next day you are in Tibet, especially you are in the Mount Kailash. You are very quiet, right? That means it explains two things: samsara and nirvana. Together with the great community here referred to the Bodhisattva who are already arhat. The monks, not necessarily, the monk, also nun also include here, monk. In Tibetan we call Gindun or Sanghas, not really monks. Great community of Sanghas. Then great community of Bodhisattvas. And Bodhisattvas is a great, community. The path of the Bodhisattva is the great path. The path of the Bodhisattva is the Mahayana path. The great Maha is a similar meaning. Then why we named the Bodhisattva path is the great, hearer and solitary results path is not really great, because the motivation is great, the practice is great, the result is great. The motivation is great because all the Bodhisattvas practices motivated by great compassion, bodhicitta. That's why the motivation is great. The practice is great. The practice in order to benefit all sentient beings. The practice is only for others. They totally, ignore their own welfare. That's why the practice is great. Then the result of the Bodhisattva paths is great because it's a Buddhahood. So Buddhahood and liberations are, big differences. Liberation, you just liberate from samsara, you eliminate only the negative emotion, afflictive emotions, afflictive minds. When you become a Buddha, you eliminate all the subtle ignorance as well as you achieve all the good qualities. The result is great. Then this is the common, history of Pranjana Paramita. The uncommon one, at that time, he's just not talking about the time. So that was the great time, the right time, because Buddha Shakyamuni was there. All the disciples were, very learned. The teaching was the Pranjana Paramita teaching. That means the excellent teacher, excellent place, excellent students or disciple. That means the time is the right time, at that time. Then Bhagavan was absorbed in the concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound illumination. That means it talks about what Buddha was look like at that time. That means Buddha was totally absorbed on emptiness of the categories of phenomena. Then profound is explained the object, which is emptiness. Illumination, the mind of the Buddhas. The mind of the Buddha is the subject. The minds illuminate the emptiness. That means the mind fully realize emptiness. That means object and subject. And emptiness is profound because ordinary person cannot really understand the emptiness. He cannot understand because it's there, it's always with us. But we don't understand when don't realize. So emptiness of our mind, emptiness of ourself, emptiness of our bodies are always with us. But we don't understand, we don't realize. That's why it's is profound. Then second line, also, not only Buddha was totally absorbed on emptiness, also at that time, the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva. Then I explain differences between Bodhisattva and Mahasattva. And then also I explain there's two meanings of Bodhisattvas. Mahasattvas, Arya, Avalokiteshvara, look upon the every practice of profound illumination. Again, object and subject. Then five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. So because Avalokiteshvara was fully absorbed on emptiness, as well as five aggregates also empty of inherent nature. So this is the uncommon history or uncommon background of the Heart Sutra. Then what happened? Buddha was fully absorbed on emptiness. Avalokiteshvara also fully absorbed on emptiness. Then what happened? Then Shariputra got a question. So Shariputra raised a question. Question to whom? Avalokiteshvara. By their own? No, it's by the power of Buddha. Through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra so venerable. So usually, venerable, but in Tibetan language we call Tsedang Demba. Tsedang Demba mean have with a long life. With a long life. Tsedang Demba. Usually, according to the Vinaya rules, when you don't know the person name, then usually we call Tsedang Demba. Then Shariputra, because his name was Shari, so he was a son of the Shari. That's why Shariputra. So according to Indian tradition, so the son we call Putra, daughter they call Putri. Said this to the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Arya, Avalokiteshvara. Then I hope you remember the meaning. What does mean Avalokiteshvara? How should any child of the lineage tend who wish to practice the activity of profound perfection wisdom? The lineage, not meaning, the lineage of the Guru is talking about the being, the disciple, the student who fully awake, fully recognize the Buddha nature, who fully awakening the Buddha nature. This was lineage. Can be son, can be daughter. Particularly explanation, son and daughter, because not everybody can be, suitable for practice of Buddhist Chitta, practice of wisdom. That means the person who fully male and female, those are very suit suitable for practice of bodhicitta, practice of wisdom. Then the profound perfection wisdom. Then perfection, prajnana paramita again. So this is the question, right? Okay. We continuously, okay, everybody recite together. He said that and the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Arya Avalokiteshvara said this to the Venerable Shariputra. Shariputra, in a son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage of wish to practice the activity perform wisdom, should love upon it like this, correctly and repeatedly below these 5 aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Okay, so this is the answer, very summarized answer for both the slow learner and quick learner. This is the short answer to the Avalokiteshvara, Shariputra by Avalokiteshvara. Then here, any son of the lineage or the daughter of the lineage who wish to practice, then I just mentioned, why mention daughter and son. There's a reason. The next one, should look upon it like this. That means Shariputra asked question to Venerable Avalokiteshvara. Avalokiteshvara already meditate on emptiness. Meditate on emptiness of the 5 aggregates. Then he was saying, if they wish to practice, the profound perfection wisdom, you should see as I saw, as I meditate on emptiness, like this. Then correctly, repeatedly. There's 2 words, correctly, repeatedly. This means and explain how the Bodhisattva, abide on the accumulation paths and preparation paths, how they practice emptiness. Correctly, repeatedly, because the Bodhisattva who abide on accumulation paths, preparation paths, they don't realize emptiness, directly. They realize emptiness based on the conceptual mind. For example, right now, if I ask you, everybody, just remember the pillow in your bedroom. Everybody just suddenly remember the pillow. You can realize the pillow. But you realize the pillow through the conceptual mind, not direct perception. Then I ask everybody, just look at the, case, glass case. Everybody can see directly, your eyes. So that's been correctly mean before you fully, recognize emptiness, first you must see correctly, repeatedly. This means, so we everybody, really wish to realize emptiness, wish to practice emptiness. The first important one, we must see correctly. Make sure you should not have any mistake in correctly. Not correctly, this means after you understood the emptiness, then you repeatedly, continuously keep thinking about the emptiness, keep meditate on emptiness continuously. Then one day you're going to realize emptiness directly without rely on the conceptual mind. The conceptual mind is look like, the subject is the conceptual mind, the object is can be any object. For example, right now, everybody remember your pillow. So between your pillow and your mind, they carry the imaginary, a kind of picture between your mind and the pillow. Actually, you are not really seeing the pillow. You are seeing the image of the pillow. The image of the pillow within the conceptual mind. So after you meditate on emptiness many years, then slowly the imaginary of the emptiness become more thinner and thinner. Finally, the imaginary totally going to disappear. Then you can see emptiness directly without relying on the conceptual mind. That's why within the preparation paths, there are 4 different levels, right? The heat, then peak, then forbearance, then the last one, or supramundane. Look at this man was a heat. That heat mean this mean when you just make a fire, suddenly there's a heat. At the beginning you just make a fire, the fire is not really hot. Heat. So when you just realize emptiness, this means you got kind of heat of emptiness. Then after after you meditate on emptiness many years or many months, then finally for you look like you fully eliminate all the conceptual, all the negative thoughts, but not all the negative thoughts become invisible. That's we call peak. The peak is the there are 17 levels of the form and formless realms. 17. The last one we call peak. It's the last state of the samsara. That's why what of the Indian master said, Tawang. I'm not sure, I don't know the Indian name. Before he was the Hindu master, he was very scholar, very famous. Then one day, him and the one Indian master has a debate. They have a lot of debate. Loben Cholang, Basubandhu, yeah, lot of debate. So he almost, lose his commitment, promise. Then somehow he tried to run away. Then everybody, caught him. They put in him as a jail in the library. So when he was in library, he read a lot of books. Then finally he really understood the Buddha Dharma, the quality of the Buddha Dharma. Then he got very strong, devotion towards Buddha. Then he composed the salutation to the Buddha. Then what he said, my practice was, all the Hindu practices were look like, it can go all the way to the peak state. Then they cannot go beyond. Then they have to return again in the desire realms, in lower realms. Look at peak. The supermundane mean, so practice on emptiness for many years, then now you are very ready to eliminate the artificial, afflict emotions. Artificial mean the thoughts which you had is come based on the non-Buddhist school. That's why, he's talk about the 2 paths. Mahayana accumulation, Mahayana preparation path. Then look at preparation. Preparation for what? What preparation? Preparation for seeing emptiness directly. Preparation. The first path we call Cholam. This means, that when you just accomplish bodhicitta, then you are collecting many conditions to achieving Buddhahood, achieving, nirvana. This was Cho. Is collecting many things. Then after you fully collect, then you are doing good preparation to seeing the emptiness. Then next one, since form is emptiness, is the, the extensive answer from, Avalokiteshvara to wherever Shariputra. There's a two answer for the slow learner, answer for the, faster learner. So within the five aggregates, the form is empty. Emptiness is form. Now everybody reflect your own form. My form is fully, nature. My nature of the form is empty. Without emptiness, there's no form. That means emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than the form. Without form, you cannot possess emptiness of the form. You cannot possess form without emptiness of the form. That means based on the form, emptiness and the form is one entity in different isolation. It means usually used one coin two side. Okay, next we recite together. Form is empty. Empty is form. Emptiness is no other than the form. Form is also not other than the emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factor, consciousness are empty. Shariputra, likewise, all phenomena are empty, without characteristic, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, no deficient, no fulfill. Okay, then is talk about the seeing path. Seeing path. First, form emptiness. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. Then same we have to say, feeling is emptiness. Emptiness is feeling. Feeling is not other than the emptiness is not other than the feeling. Feeling is also not other than the emptiness. Then discrimination is emptiness. Emptiness is discrimination. Emptiness is not other than the discrimination. Discrimination is also not other than the emptiness. That's why you have to repeat this way all the way to the 108 108 the subject matter of the Pranjana Paramita teaching. Then look at Shariputra, likewise. Then when you understand, yes, five aggregates is emptiness, then same likewise. Then there's a 8 characteristic of emptiness. First, all phenomena are empty, right? He's talk about the three doors way to liberation. This is so important. This means the emptiness of the phenomena. This is the one emptiness. The emptiness of the cause of the phenomena. Emptiness of the result of the phenomena. That means all phenomena is empty. One emptiness. Then without characteristic, unproduced, unceased is talk about the cause of emptiness. The stainless, not without Satan, not deficient, not fulfilled. Then the emptiness of the result. Then next one, Shariputra, therefore. Therefore mean, look at, therefore mean when you realize emptiness, when you meditate on emptiness, that moment you are seeing, you are realizing only emptiness. Only emptiness. For example, when you watch a movie, in the movie there's a, you can see many peoples in the movie. But within the, many people, you fully, completely looking at one particular person. That moment what you can see only just one person, even though there are so many people in the movie. But you are seeing what? Seeing just one person. At that moment, for you, only one person, not other person are there. It doesn't mean other person are not there, but are there, but you can see only just one person. When you, for example, first you just look at a vase, look at this table, based on looking at the table, then you need to do analytical meditation. You need to use, a lot of logics and reasoning. After you using all the reasoning and logic, particularly the logic in the, interdependent logic, then finally you can see just only the emptiness of the table. That moment in your mind has only one object, which is emptiness. That's why, in generally, when you look at the object, you can see there are so many parts, so many different parts, different color, different shape. When you look at the emptiness of any phenomena, you cannot see many colors, you cannot see many shapes, you just see the empty of inherent existence. At the same time, when you meditate on emptiness, that moment you can fully concentrate on emptiness. And that moment for you, only emptiness is the object of your mind, not any other object you can perceive, you can realize, you can, understand. That's why when we look at any phenomena around us, we can have an attachment, or we can have a hatred, we can have a pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling. We have a lot of thoughts arise our mind. When you only realize, when you only look at an emptiness, only emptiness, that means that moment there's not any other thoughts arise within your mind. Just only one mind, which is, realize emptiness. For example, so I mentioned many times, Mahamudra has two types, two meaning, object Mahamudra, subject Mahamudra. The subject Mahamudra, which is mind, the mind which is realized emptiness, we call the subject Mahamudra. Particularly, the killer light mind is the subject Mahamudra. The object Mahamudra, the meaning is exactly same meaning as emptiness. That's why here what he said, Telopa, there is no teaching of Mahamudra, yet an example is space. Upon what does it really, your mind Mahamudra, likewise, has no support, no remedying anything, relax and subtle in the unborn primordial state. That means, when you look at the sky, you can see, bird flying, you can see the sun, you can see the cloud, you can see the rainbow. When you see this kind of object in the skies, you suddenly have a thought, oh, the rainbow is so beautiful, the bird is so nice, the cloud the shape is so good, the shape is very ugly. If there's not any object in the sky, you just look at the sky, you don't have any thoughts. You don't have any attachment, you don't have a hatred, you don't have anxiety, nothing. You just looking the empty. So when you meditate on emptiness, you should have this kind of thought. Just see emptiness, not any other phenomena. So this is exactly, Giluba also we call Mahamudra, two types, object and subject. So then next one, okay, now we recite all the way to okay, so we recite continually. Sharibudra, therefore, in emptiness, there's no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factor, no consciousness, no eyes, no air, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visual form, no sound, no odor, no taste, no object of touch, and no phenomena. There's no I element, and so on up to and the include into mind elements and no mental consciousness elements. There's no ignorance, no existence of ignorance, and so up to including no aging and death, and no extension of aging and death. Similarly, there's no suffering, origination, cessation, path. There's no excellent wisdom, no attainment, also non-attainment. Okay, this was beyond the yeah. Then look at, we are not just saying, there's no form. Definitely there's a form. There's a form, that there's a I consciousness. There's a I consciousness, there's a form. Without form, there's a no I consciousness. Without there's no consciousness, there's no form. That's why the blind person cannot see form, because the person doesn't have an I consciousness. That's why form and the I consciousness is very much depend on each other. We say there's no form. The form is not exists when you fully meditate on emptiness. That moment, within the the meditation state, there's no form. There's only emptiness, no form, no feeling. Even though when you meditate on emptiness, if the form appeared to you, that means you are not really realize emptiness. You not really understand emptiness. That means emptiness look like meditate on emptiness. You look like you're just looking at the totally empty space. For example, when you get angry to someone, on the right side, your friends, on the left side, your friend, on the right side, you have an enemy. When you look at the enemy, you get angry. When you look at your friends, you have an attachment, or you have a desire, you have so many different thoughts. When that moment, you just look at the sky. No hatred, no angry, no attachment. You are looking the emptiness, empty of the physical phenomena. The space is empty of the physical phenomena. The space is empty of the conditioned phenomena. Then I have to say all the way, 5 aggregates, there are no consciousness. That means there are 6 consciousness, 6 contexts, 6 feeling, 6 object, 6 source. That means 52, the samsaric side, or 52, the non-virtue side. Okay, now, can you tell me what are the 52 samsaric side? Number 1, 5 aggregates, yes. Then 6 sense, sun consciousness, 6 okay, 6 perception. Then what are the 6 elements? 4 elements, consciousness and space. Why consciousness is elements? Why consciousness is source? Just look around us. We have a beautiful, Thanga, beautiful painting. We have a beautiful painting of the 17 Nalanda Master. We have a beautiful, Buddha statue, the light. Everything created by whom? Human being, right? Everything, the beautiful clothes, the delicious food. Look around, everything created by human being. How human being create them? Because of the thoughts, because of the motivation, because of the mind. Now look, you just think about all over Singapore. Every thing which is you use your day-to-day life is created by human being. It's created by, people. The people, everything created by people based on the thoughts, based on the motivation, based on the mind. That means money is the elements. That's why what Buddha said in the Dharmapada, minds always go before all activities. If you turn your mind, then you're going to turn your all activities. That's why also what Chandrakirti said in the text, I totally reject. I'm not going to reject. I'm not rejecting. I'm not going to reject the form. I'm going to reject. There's no creator except the mind. Except the mind. Mind is the creator. There's no any other creator except the mind. That means the happiness. When we say today I'm very happy. Right? We say, today I am very happy. Why you are happy? What you wish to achieve, you achieved. You don't want to, you wish nothing, go wrongs. Nothing go wrongs with you. That's why your mind is feel happy. That's why I say, I am happy. I am upset. Because upset doesn't mean, it's outside there's something happened. Your mind is upset. Everything depends on your mind. That's why mind is elements. Then space. We talk about any phenomena. Is there no space? Nothing can be happen. Nothing can be exist. There is no space. We cannot travel here there. If there's no space, there's no air, no fire, no earth. That means space. And also you make sure you understood the differences between space and empty. Empty between this and that. Space between this and that. Empty of the pot. Empty of the pot. Space of the pot. For example, empty of the cup. It's talking about just the empty, which is we can put water. This is empty of the cup. It is not the empty of the. It's not the space of the cup. Space of the cup is not permanent. The space of the cup is permanent. Empty of the cup is the conditioned phenomena. Empty of the cup is the conditioned phenomena. Space of the cup is the permanent phenomena. Right? Do you remember? Permanent you can divide into two categories. Always, everywhere permanent. Always, everywhere permanent. Permanent, not everywhere. For example, space is always permanent, everywhere permanent. Everywhere exists, always permanent, everywhere. This we call number thamche betakba. Always, permanent, everywhere. Then, space of the cup, space of the pot is a permanent, not permanent everywhere. This means where there's a cup, there's a space of the cup. Where there's no cup, there's no space of the cup. Because space of the cup, we can pause it depending on the cup. Okay? That's why you should differentiate between empty and space. That's why space is elements. Mind is elements. Within the 6 most important ones, space. Second, consciousness. Then, 4 elements. Now, how you can link mind and the 4 elements? That's why, generally what Buddha says, every conditioned phenomena created by minds, arise from karma. But for example, for the first time, this world come being into exist. Let's say a few billions years ago, few millions or billions years ago, the first time, must be first time, this space come being to exist. There must be a first time. That time, was there a sentient being? That time, was there a human being or not? Billions years ago. Maybe yes, maybe not. If there's not any, sentient being at that moment, then how the first universe, result of the karma? Then there's a lot of, debate. I'm not going into detail, but when we talk about karma, there's two karmas. One is the common karma, one is the uncommon karma. Right now, we everybody, sit in this hall. We are enjoying the light, the air condition. So this is happened with us because it's our, common karma. Now you can see when you go with your friends for camping, night camping or summer camping, winter camping, we just go with a group. We just sit in one tent. The temperature is same in everywhere in the tent. One person say, "Oh, I really cold. I feel so cold." Everybody really happy with the temperature. One person say, "No, I really feel cold. I need more clothes. I need more blanket." This means that moment the particular person is experiencing uncommon karmic result. Everybody really enjoying the common, karmic result. But the particular person is experience the uncommon karma. For example, just there's a cup of water in front of the human being, hungry ghost, and the celestial being, the divine being. Usually this morning I met a girl. She's very worried about, the ghost. But look at, according to Buddhist tradition, we never use the hungry ghost. We say hungry being, animal being, human being, celestial being. We never say hungry ghost. Right? Hungry ghost. Whatever. Then there's just cup of water. Then three beings come together. One is a human being, one is the hungry being, one is a celestial being. When they look at one cup of water, what we can see? Water. The hungry being can see blood. Celestial beings can see nectar. When I just pick up scoop of water, I drink, I have just ordinary water taste. The celestial being has a nectar taste. The hungry being has the blood taste. The common object is just simply, we don't say water. We just say simply just liquid. For us, water. For hungry beings, blood. For celestial being, nectar. We just say liquid. No, say water. The water is not common. It's for us water. That's why, due to the karma, for example, summer. During the summer, everywhere the sun is very hot. But certain being who are in the summer, the sun is still very cold for them. Very cold. For us, hot. For them, cold. But we have only one sun. The experience change based on the karma. That's why, according to Chitta Mantra school, very interesting because even though when you look at a particular object, even though within the just two human beings, two brother and sister, they are just one family from one family. Even though when you look at the object, actually when you just everybody look at this pen. The people who close to this pen, they can see the color is blue. Like, for example, Christopher, when he look at the pen, he can see it look like a bit white, without glass. Right? Without glass, maybe he can see the color is white. That means that all object phenomena can be changed according to the different people eyesight. So we can see just blue. If we give this pen to the the children who has a good eyes, they can see it's very blue. For us, just blue. Then, even though when there's some insect, when they look at the pen, like a dog, they cannot see color. Right? Dog doesn't see the color. That's why you get, even though tiger, they really don't recognize the thing is, eatable or not. If they move, they jump. If you just don't move, just sit there, the lion just look at you, they really don't know, you are eatable or not. If you move, they thought, there's just something. They don't have a color. This means, uncommon, we can say, uncommon object, common object. That's why within the one family, everybody have experience. One child born in one family, everything turned very good. The business good. The family is more happy. Everything has become much, much, much better since the child born. Then somehow, suddenly, somebody passed away. Since next, everything has changed. Business go down, family has a problem, family has a fighting. That's why when one child born, the child born with a lot of, the good things. He carry his own, karma. Due to the karma, we are enjoying, the result of his karma. One important, what Kadamba said, when we are very happy with the food and clothes, we are enjoying with the wealth. This is not the time for enjoying the karma, positive karma. This is the time to accumulate positive karma. The positive karma is exactly look like deposit money in bank. Right? If you just enjoy the money, one day, no money in bank. Then you must enjoy the money at the same time you deposit. Deposit, enjoy, and deposit, enjoy. That's why, the people who are always happy, everything is really good, it is not the time for enjoying the karma. Time also must accumulate merit. That's why many Kadamba said, when you are really happy with this life, with the well and, good things, you should not be worried. You should not be happy because your karma going to repent going to over very soon. That's why related to the, the common, uncommon. Okay, so it talk about 6 elements. Then next homework. So before we start homework, then we continuously read together. Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment, Bodhisattva rely on and dwell in the perfection of wisdom. The mind without obscuration, those without fear, having complete pass beyond error, they reach the end point of the nirvana. All the Buddha who dwell with the 3 times of the manifestly, completely awakened, unsurpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment, reliance on the perfection of wisdom. So this is, how this talk about mostly the 58, subject matter of the Prajnana Paramita. So we already talked the Four Noble Truths. Then we talk about the 5 aggregates related to the four Noble Truths. Then there are the 4, mindfulness. The most, number are explained from here. Completely pass beyond the error, they reach to the end point of the nirvana. How they reach to the nirvana? Because they practice the perfection of the wisdom. Then finally the Buddha mind doesn't have the obscuration. All afflict emotions, we can divide into 2, obscuration and afflictive. Obscuration, what does mean obscuration? Obscure what? Obscure like a block, right? Block. Obscure. That's why in Tibetan we call she tip. Obscure, to knowing the phenomena, knowing the two truth simultaneously. Until you become a Buddha, even though you reach to the nirvana, even though before you become a Buddha, when you realize ultimate truth, you cannot realize the conventional truth. When you realize the conventional truth, you cannot realize the ultimate truth. One mind cannot see, cannot perceive the true truth simultaneously. One mind. So Buddha has a very unique, mind. The Buddha can seize the true truth simultaneously with the one mind. With the one mind. That's why obscure what? Obscure knowing the true truth simultaneously with the one mind. The omniscient we call Namchen. When you heard omniscient, suddenly you think, oh, omniscient means the mind can know everything. Right? Yes, this is the one meaning of omniscient. The omniscient we call Namchen. Nam is aspect. True aspect. Knowing the true aspect simultaneously, we call omniscient. That's why what Chandra Dharmakirti said, I don't care the Buddha can see everything or not. I don't care. I really care the Buddha can see the true truth simultaneously in one mind. This is very important, mind. For example, also what, Chandrakirti says, I don't care the Buddha can see, 100 or 1,000 miles away. I don't care. Even though the vulture can see few hundred miles away. But still here, vulture is just simple ordinary being. So Buddha is so special because he can see the true truth simultaneously with the one mind. Due to that experience, then he can explain us the true truth, without having any mistake. That's why Buddha has a two quality, physical quality, mental quality. Mental quality has a two, quality of the compassion, quality of the omniscient. Right? When we take review Buddha, remember the quality of the Buddha, quality of the body. His body is so beautiful, everything is a good. It's not important. For example, of course, many of your master is not that beautiful, right? You respect the master because not the person is beautiful. You respect to the master because he has a very unique the mental quality. So Buddha has a very unique quality. One is a great compassion. He always can see all sentient beings as his dear child. Also, at the same time, he can see the true truth simultaneously one mind. This is the mental quality. That's why obscuration. Without fear. So right now, as a Singaporean, even though as an ordinary being, we have a lot of fears. particularly Singaporean. As a Singaporean, you have a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. When you really think, when you do some kind of research about your own, fears, there are so many fears. Sometimes you have a very strong fear of losing your job. Before you lose the job, you already face so many mental problems because you have very strong fear about losing job. Then now people has a lot of fear about the security, safety. If you really, of course, you know more better than me. The Singapore is one of the safe place, right? Safe place, safe country compared with other countries like India, China, Burma, Indonesia, Malaysia. For example, Malaysia. Last time I went to Malaysia for a short holiday, me and my friend, we are walking towards the central market. It's around like 6 o'clock, not really dark. Just in front of us, two Western lady walking in front of us with the small bag. Then suddenly two person come on the bike, just stop there. They just pull the bag. They just run away. It's like 6 o'clock. Then the girl was so crying. So I couldn't do anything. Then I asked what happened. What things inside? He said, passport, money, all the cards. Singapore, you don't have this kind of. But you should have very fear, worry. So this after you study Dharma, after you learn Dharma, after you listen Dharma teaching, we have to be realistic. To study, think properly. Then if really something dangerous, still you should not have a sense of fear. You should think this is very dangerous. How I can overcome. If you still have a lot of worries, sense of fear is no good. Then that's why Buddha is totally. Look at Buddha is completely free of fear, because Buddha doesn't have we don't say he's a Buddha. The fear come from where? Attachment, desire. Also, fear come from because we have a discrimination. Those my friends, those my enemy, those my indifferent. When you see your enemy, you got sense of fear. When you see your friend, you have sense of attachment. So Buddha is completely, free from fear, because free from all the afflicting emotions. He is free from all the afflicting emotions because he is completely free from ignorance. He is completely free from ignorance because he completely see the emptiness. Then, he eliminated the root of the, all the negative thoughts, all the afflicting emotions. That's why Buddha is totally free from fear. Then the final answer to the first learner, very advanced students. Therefore, the mantra of perfection wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra equal to unequaled, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, should be known as true, since it is not false. That means this is the answer by our Lord Shora to the Venerable Shariputra for the first learner. That means when Buddha give a teaching, there are so many disciples. Within all disciples, including two, first learner, slow learner. We Tibetan call Wangdul, Wangnun. So there's two different types of disciples. Then Shariputra, our Lord Shora answer. Gave answer two different ways. One is quite extensive, one is very short. Then the mantra of perfect wisdom is declared. Teyatha Om Gade Gade Paragade Prasam Gade Buddhi Swaha. This is the conclusions. Then there's a Om. Some Heart Sutra has a Om, some doesn't. But very clearly, Acharya Nagarjuna said, we should have a Om. Then Te Yatha, again the object, the subject of emptiness. Emptiness of the body, emptiness of the mind, emptiness of the speech. The Om, body, speech, and mind, they include all phenomena. Then according to Hindu tradition, they call Om is the universal sound. Also they believe Om is the origin of the sound. But we as a Buddhist, we call Om is the head of the mantra. Soha is the end of the mantra. Some mantra has a head, no ending. Some mantra has a ending, no head. Some mantra has a both. Now, so look at, we say, mantra of the Heart Sutra. Then there's a lot of debates, lot of discuss. Heart Sutra is the Tantrayana or Sutrayana. Lot of debates. Many Tibetan masters said Heart Sutra is just, is a sutra, it never be included into Tantrayana. Some masters say it is Tantrayana. Some masters said it is both. It is Sutra, it is the Tantra. Then some Buddhists say if it is both Sutra as well Tantra, then you're going to mix up Sutra and Tantrayana. The master said we must mix up Sutrayana, Tantrayana. When we practice, we must practice, Sutrayana, Tantrayana unionly. Somehow we still not sure. We can say this is Heart Sutra is a mantra, so Tantra or Sutrayana, or can be both. This just let you know there's a lot of debate. Also, this is kind of the conclusion of the Heart Sutra. Then Shariputtara, okay, read together. Shariputtara, the Sadowa, Masadowa, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom like that. Then the Bhagavan arose from the concentration and commended to Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Arya-Avalokiteshvara, saying, well said, son of the lineage, it is like that. One should practice the perfection just as you have indicated. Even the Tathagata rejoice. Okay, there's a two words. Well said. Right? Why Buddha said two times? Not why one is not enough. Well said. Two. This means Buddha was make sure, the answered by Avalokiteshvara is correct. For example, when you ask something to your boss, the Buddha say, it's okay. The boss say, it's okay. The boss say, it's okay. Big difference, right? It's good. That means that's big difference. Buddha say, well said. Buddha knows, well said. That means whatever Avalokiteshvara said is perfectly correct. That means this what we call, this is the blessed sutra, the blessed teaching, blessed by Buddha. And Buddha said, well said. At the beginning, the question raised by Shariputra because of the power of the Buddha. And Buddha said, well said. That means the Heart Sutra we call, Sutra of the blessed Sutra, blessed by Buddha. Sutra can be the blessed Sutra, Sutra really taught by Buddha, or Chingila Beka, Janis Beka. For example, the Umbrella Sutra. We have an umbrella deity, right? Umbrella deity. What umbrella deity? This sutra not really spoke by Buddha. The sutra, come from the tree. The sound arises from tree. The sutra arises from tree. Because blessed by Buddha. Because, blessed sutra, spoke by Buddha. That means he real saying. And Jesu Naveka. That means, for example, the Lamrim written by Tsongkhapa. The liberation in your palm. Actually, this is spoke by Pavanga. But Teacher Rinpoche just keep notes. Finally, he clear all the notes, then he asked to his master, Pavanga, the Pavanga Rinpoche, this is perfect. You can use it in public. This means actually this is, the kind of permission teaching, permitted by his master, permitted by Buddha. So there's three different types, blessed by Buddha, really spoke by Buddha, permitted by Buddha. This Heart Sutra is blessed by Buddha, as well as permit. Buddha said, well said, well said. Okay, this means we finish Heart Sutra. So within the homework, so I hope everybody done the homework. It's so important because you must remember the 108 numbers. When you remember all the numbers, then when you read any sutra, for you very easy to understand, for you very easy to, clean your doubts. For example, 18 emptiness. Then you just remember, those 8 emptiness, 12 interdependent, 4 noble truths, 4 mindfulness, the 7 8 four paths, right? 8 Okay. Okay, now why not we just go a little bit with the 58 okay. Yeah, 55, 53. 53 and 58, 55. Yeah, totally 108. With Tibetan call Degang Yaza Ye Namjang. Namjang. Okay, so Namjang, the 55 topics of the purified phenomena, right? So I know everybody knew the 6 perfection. Okay, the 6 perfection and the 6 paramita are different. Then 18 emptiness. Can you tell me the 18 emptinesses? Emptiness of the outer, emptiness of the inner, emptiness of the both, emptiness of the great, emptiness of the big, emptiness of the ultimate, then emptiness of the known component. Okay, everybody is telling me, look at the page. I thought you got really good homework. Anyway, okay, no problem. Just okay, make sure 18 emptiness. Then next one. 37 limb of the enlightened man. But within the 37, first, Jine Gilam Pabedemba Ji, the 4 noble truths. First, right? 4 noble truths, you know. The next one, part of the mental quiescence meditation. Quietness meditation, what are they? Yeah, 4 Samdenji. No. Part of the mental quiescence meditation. What are they? Do you remember how many levels of the formless being, formless realms? How many? Desire has a 6. Desire realm has a 6. Form realm has a 4. Formless has a 4. Right? So what are the 4 of the form realms? No. 4. Yeah. 4. Samdenji Pausa. Samdenji. What are they? Okay, Samdenji Luga Pausa. I think when you say in Chinese is correct, right? E wouldn't ER and C. Right? That's only just call the number. Samden Tangbo, Samden Yiba, Samden Sumba, Samden Jiba. Samden Samden Ji Samne Gu Pausa Masam. Okay. Samden Ji Pausa Masam Samge. Sonam, in Chinese, what are the 4 equines? Part of the mental quiescence meditation.
The body feelings. Is it the body, the feelings,
Something.
the mental, and the phenomena? Not that.
No, maybe not.
Not that. Then there will be
The 4 meditative concentration. These are different. Something Ji. Okay, I'll check in the Tibetan dictionary. Sunj.
Chinese 是四静虑，出静虑离生喜乐地，第二静虑定生喜乐地，第三静虑离喜妙乐地，第四静虑舍念清净地。是静虑。
Something Ji. Yeah, 4 types of concentration. Right? Yeah. No, there's 2. Yeah. First concentration about investigation, less observance. Concentration, some 4 level concentration with the realms. The first level concentration, second level concentration, third level concentration, fourth level concentration is very similar. The first concentration, investigation, analysis, joy, bliss, concentration, internal is different. 不一样啦，不一样，对不起，不一样。Because we have a 4, within the 4 realms, there's a within the form realms, there's a 4 state. Yeah.
No ending or no border, empty without border.
No.
Then the
Okay.
without border. Right? Consciousness without border. And then 四无色，空 无边处，是无边处，无所有处，非想非非想处。
I think big difference, Sonam, is here's a 4 level of concentration within the form realms. Yeah, the first level concentration of the form realms, second level of concentration of the form realms, the third level concentration of the form realms, the fourth level of concentration of the form realms, something G.
Apart from the place of happiness and joy, and then the concentrations of the happiness and joy,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, so we just leave it here. So important to learn the 108 topics, because this is the main content of the Heart Sutra, or main content of the Pranjana Paramita. It is include almost all the content of the Buddha teaching. Okay, then today is the last class of the Heart Sutra, and thank you so much everybody to attend the Heart Sutra, and I really hope you learn the Heart Sutra word by word, and also everybody thanks to Pentang, Sonam, Pansang, Tuta, because in the Taiwan say Pentang, Taiwanese Pentang, Pensang, Pantang, Pansang. Anyway, everybody thanks to Sonam to translate into Chinese language. And so in the end, we do the dedications. So when we do dedication, please everybody don't forget dedicate your merit to be Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. Then I'll see you in maybe someone you're going to coming the puja on day after tomorrow, Thara puja, right? Then the people who are not going to attend the puja, so I'll see you in July. I hope to see you in July. Just hope, huh? Nobody don't know.